Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Fenerbahce clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Applies the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Hazard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Diogo Costa gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Fenerbahce are looking to go forward now. That's a good ball out wide, and the counter is on. He has found the way through. Deep cross. That should be the goalkeeper's. Oh, what's he done? Chucky! Gonzalo Ramos! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Gonzalo Ramos clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that was vital. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gonzalo Ramos, he's having a go! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Great vision. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Hazard. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now a Droll.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Nakata. Knocks it out wide. Beckham. He is through here. Cross into the box. He gets big. It's bounced back off the post. Raul. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Now a Droll. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
Gonzalo Ramos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's picked his way through. Cleared away. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Donnarumma gets it clear. Nakata. And this is Hazard. A probing pass. Floated through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saka. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Good strike, quite an alarm. Inter Milan have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's going in strongly.
Looking to play him in. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Nicely weighted ball. Now that's well seen too. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chouameni, that has ended up in no man's land. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And this is Van Basten. Corner number 3 coming up. And he can clear it away. Now it's Van Basten. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Haaland. Azar. Kukçu. Now it's Van Basten. And this is Raul. Saka providing an outlet on that flank. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. So the most significant moment of the game. He can't put it away.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And we're already back up and running after half-time. So the first half brought no goals. Back into the middle. Decent chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Played back in. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Fenerbahce appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And this is Van Basten. Tries to play it through. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Nakata. It's a really well-measured ball. He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Cherki. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Fenerbahce really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Shoots! Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Your impressions so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Back into the middle. Kupchu. Inter Milan are leading here through the only goal of the game, scored early in the second half. And the score is 1-0. Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter.
Shapes to shoot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And that's it. Well, that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter.
Van Basten! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Inter Milan with the corner, they're first. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Beckham. There's the delivery. Up he goes! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Galatasaray finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And he welcomes it in. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's gone for goal. They want to be quick to recover this. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Azar. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, that's fabulous. Osimhen. And the shot! And it's in! And the lead lasts no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Thinks about the shot. Azar. Galatasaray finding their passes. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Raul. He's picked it. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Raul actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Climbs up big! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gusto looking for the run. Bale looking to run onto it. That is a brilliant interception. Kukçu. Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick out. And he was quick to react. Looking for options for movement. That's a throw. And it's Azar. And here's Raul. Griezmann, who does have an assist to his name. He's got away. He's free. He has got space. It's Bale! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught napping. Beckham did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Nakata. Foot in. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Saka. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Driving on and making good progress. And this is Griezmann. Osimhen! Goal! Galatasaray! And the comeback is complete. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And he's worked it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Beckham delivers the ball. He's got to. Oh, crossbar! Azar. And here's Van Basten. He shifted it to the flank. Incoming delivery. Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Nakata finds himself offside. Hazard. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Hazard is offering a right smile there.
Inter Milan have their third corner. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That pass isn't the best. Now it's Osimhen. Spread it left. Guardiola. Looking to play him in. Now it's McAllister. And we hit half-time. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Played out wide. Beckham with chance! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Saka is there, and he can pick it up. Now it's Griezmann. And it's Bale. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's cut it out. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Can he finish? They've done it! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you've...
And the finish! Goal! Galatasaray! And again they hit the front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Kukcu. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Nakata. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Early ball. Goes for the header!
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And it's McAllister. Now it's Osimhen. Raul. Tchouaméni makes the interception. Now it's Van Basten. So what can they make of this? Koulibaly. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Guardiol. Azar. Raul. And there's green grass ahead of him. Kuhn claims comfortably. Out to the left it goes. He's through here. Pass somewhat off target. And it's McAllister. And that's gone loose. 75 minutes played. Now it's Raul. Knocks it into space. In with the challenge.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No, that's been intercepted. Eze. Played out towards the right wing. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Beckham. Now, can they get him away? Nakata.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Now it's Bale. And here's Bale. Passes short and sharp. Gusto gets into some space. McAllister stood up well to him there.
Galatasaray can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And a chance! It's there! They have stolen level at the last! Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number 13, Hazard. Number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
24,
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Griezmann.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Yamal showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Number 8.
Hoisted. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Tchouaméni with the foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Bastoni. And time is up. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Inter.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's down to business here.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
It's Raul! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played back in. Well read, and the danger is averted. Darwin. Azar. And he's picked out the run. Good take, and it goes for a shot! Van Basten! Scorching strike! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Hazard. That ball looks a good one. Nakata! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Nunez is... There's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And it's Lewandowski. Spread out to the left. Mbappe. Kukçu takes control of it and he's on the move. And this is Nakata, just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, it's Van Basten. That looks a good ball through. Shot could be on. Chance! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager scream.
That could spell trouble. He's found a way through. Pulls it back. Distributed tidily. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Bernardo Silva. Fenerbahce do have a chance to counter here. And that was nowhere near his best. Saka. Well, that has not gone well. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And this is Van Basten. And that's put paid to a promising move. It's roll! And for a moment, time stood still. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, what a... He's had a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Fenerbahce really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, perfectly measured that. It could be in here. Tries a shot! They've done it! the goal they've been looking for. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Is number 21, Marco van Basten.
Inter Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Has a look and plays it forward, looking for options for movement. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, that's fabulous. Decent chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And yes, it's him again. Inter Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been through.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Nunez's cross. Can he finish? Beckham! He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Hazard gets a good foot in there. And he's intervened well there. The ball has bounced loose now. Nicely intercepted.
There will be 3 minutes
Hazard.
at a time.
Now it's Van Basten. Now it's come to nothing. Saka. And Darwin. And here's Bernardo Silva. Now that's well seen too. Saka. And there is the half-time whistle.
Inter are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
Inter Milan 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Saka. It's played through for him. Eder Militao calmly anticipates. Oh, what's he... Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
9 minutes is number 21,
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Messi turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Mendes. Beckham wins the duel this time. Messi. And he welcomes it in. And a chance! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. And he's cut it out. Lewandowski. Oh, it's Van Basten. Fenerbahce needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Mbappe. Oh, super ball. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And he shoots! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times.
And shoots! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Beckham is offering a right smile there.
Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Van Basten certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And the shot! He has done it! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Nuno Mendes. Mbappe. He's had it taken off him. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. And it's Mendes. Now it's Van Basten. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Hazard. Hazard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Threads one in. And this is Messi. Bastoni with a fine tackle.
Oh, that's great. That's great concentration.
And that is out of play. Van Basten. Lewandowski. Hazard tries to play it through. That ball looks a good one. Donnarumma gets it clear. Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Nuno Mendes. Now Mbappe. And it's Messi. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Nakata. He's shifting through the gears here. Nunez. Shapes to shoot. And yes, it's there! 200. It's the goal they all came to see. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he? Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's quick to snatch it back. And this is bad. Great chance! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
That's the keeper's ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Mendes cuts out the pass. And this is Lewandowski. Taken back almost at once. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Cross needs chance! And that has faded wide.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? Sticks it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
How many? Just how many? Messi. Van Dijk. And it's Camavinga. Hazard. Now it's Raul. Just eases him off the ball. Darwin. Aims beyond the defence. Back into the middle. And this is Van Basten. Oh, what has happened here? Quality ball. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Nicolo Zaniolo is an unconventional winger in that he certainly doesn't look like one. He's usually instructed to come inside, often exchanging positions with a central playmaker. I mean, his main role will still be to run with the ball, and that's quite a frightening prospect.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his... It's Nakata! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Beckham cuts out the pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. De Bruyne. Nicely aimed pass. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Zaccagni. Nakata.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Pass is just off target. Guendouzi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Zaccagni in acres of space out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Now it's Raul. So we're still where we started right now. And he's managed to get free. Hoisted in. And this is Hazard. And the finish! Oh, crossbar! Goal! Inter! Raul at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although...
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Deftly away. He's going for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Kukçu actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Van Basten! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Oh no, what has happened here? He's found a way through. Threads one in. Zaccagni! It's there! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how...
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Lazio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Lazio take the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That has ended up in no man's land. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to cross. And he's cut it out. Zaniolo. Shifted it to the flank. Bastoni. Kukçu. Now it's Nakata. De Vrij concedes a free kick for that. Hazard. Can he get on the end of this? Nicely weighted ball. Tries to pass it through. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Saka really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Van Basten! Oh, split-second reaction.
Van Basten is offering a wry smile there.
That is a great pick out. Oh, that is a good ball. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Saka.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Hazard. Zaniolo, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Nakata. That's a good ball out wide. Beckham with the cross. Terrific header! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Chance for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Hazard. And it's Hazard! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking for the run. Raul. He has found the way through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he cuts out the supply. Lazio appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he get it through? Nakata. Sommer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Hazard. Can he get onto this? He gets big! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And it's Nakata. Beckham, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Spinazzola clears.
Saka.
It's a pretty loose pass. And this is Van Basten.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's found a way past. Now, in he goes again! And he's straight offside.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 11.
Lazio choosing to make the first change.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Tries to play it through. Lovely. Now, Van Basten! Marusic is there to clear. Now it's Zaniolo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass somewhat off target. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Just about up to 75 minutes. Raul, great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Saka! And it's come back out to him. And he's taking no chances there.
Well, they're definitely intent on winning it, and they've come close. Just wondering how many more chances.
Has a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Out towards the flank. Now, can they get him away? And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Nakata. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Van Basten, well timed, excellent interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Inter Milan, with the clock ticking away, have a chance to change the whole picture. This to complete the turnaround. Crossbar comes to the rescue. That is quite remarkable.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Now it's Zaccagni.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Zaccagni plays it in. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 6, numero 5, numero 15. Lasciano il campo per
That's going up front in a hurry. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cross goes in there. Oh, that's a fine interception. Spread it left. Now it's Osimhen, looking to play him in. And it's been played through. And it's made its way to him. And he's running through. Can he finish? Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! The lightness of... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will, and this place is bouncing. Inter Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great. Inter Milan do have the look of a team with genuine ambition. Already on the cusp of promotion, they are looking to make a statement here. We are more than ready. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Inter Milan cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must.
Del Piero will be relishing this game to showcase his many talents.
The guy's just class, isn't he?
I think the only way to stop him is to get players around him quickly. If there's any standing off, then he'll dish up some severe punishment.
Sanchez did just about enough to come out on top there. Del Piero! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. Big header! Oh, crossbar! He's on it, can he get away? Ball comes in. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe, he's got away. Bastoni and Azar. Beckham, looking for the run. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bastoni cuts out the pass, floated through. Van Basten gets into some space. Saka has it out wide and in space. Can he finish? Oh, that was venomous. It's Park Ji-sung. Still goalless. Cafu. Good, strong midfield running here. That's good play. Delivery from Mbappe. Azar. Van Basten. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice interception, well timed. And they've got rid. Kante did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Saka. Darwin. Saka. And he's managed to get free. Cross into the box. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Ambitious ball here. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He is through here. And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Inter really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Can he get on the end of this? Inter Milan have a free kick. Rui Costa did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And it's Azar. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, a very decent attempt. And that has left him in a heap. Mbappe. Conte. Oh, good-looking ball. And he was quick to react. Now it's Van Basten. And it's been played through. Takes a shot! Goal! Inter! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of
Has a shot! That's got him rattled.
Saka.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Del Piero. And here's Vieri. Darwin. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Nakata. And here's Azar. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Beckham, ready to try one.
Well, he has great set-piece prowess. I think you know what's...
Beckham! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target.
2 added minutes has been
Lovely,
indicated.
neat pass. Over to the left. Saka in acres of space out wide. Oh, important interception. Conte. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Inter Milan have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And the game has already resumed here. Inter Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Elects to cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Rui Costa. Conte. Now it's Vieri. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Now it's Vieri. And it's Del Piero. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well-timed, excellent interception. He's found a way past. It's been slipped through, and he's picked it up out wide. Vieri's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Beckham with the cross. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
Park Ji-sung! Good strike, quite an alarm. Nakata. And it's Azar. Saka. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rui Costa. Good running, strong and purposeful. Defending was strong and firm. Cafu, Mbappe, Del Piero. And this is Vieri. It's Vieri! Cafu, aimed into terrific header. Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That's really well manoeuvred. That pass isn't the best. Conte, it's Rui Costa. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That's very neat. Look at the space here. And he's gone for goal! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Saka.
Darwin. And this is Nakata. Nakata! Oh, and that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Now it's Park Ji-sung. He has found the way through. There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Now it's Del Piero. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And there's the shot! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Inter Milan can see it. A mere distant dream at the start of it all, but it is now very much within reach.
Exciting times ahead, but can they make sure they maintain control until the final whistle?
Kukçu driving forwards. Park Ji-sung. Rui Costa.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Now it's Del Piero. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Now it's Van Basten. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And with that, the final whistle. A win, a
Just
triumph,
a quick reminder
a
today,
time to
please
crank up
refrain
the
from
music,
parking
charge the
outside
glass.
this stadium.
This is
Thank you.
going to be...